So we're going to talk about stepping down or going downstairs and knee pain. So something a lot of people complain about is knee pain with deep bending or going downstairs, and that's wise because when you go down, you have to not only bend the knee of the top leg, but your ankle is going to be behind your knee, or your knee is going to be ahead of your ankle. So normally when we squat, we want our butt back or hips back so our knees don't go past our toes. So when we go here, this is where most people, when they go down in that position, they'll naturally lift their heels up like this. And that's so that we actually manage the stress through our legs much better than if the heels stay on the ground and you're kind of coming forward through there. And that's because if you don't have the available ankle mobility, which a lot of people don't, it's going to naturally just automatically stress the knees a whole lot more. So when we go downstairs, we want to keep that in mind, that when you are stepping down with one foot, you're reaching with those toes to naturally lengthen that leg. You do not want to go down with your heel. So it's a little different than walking. It's almost like running, actually, where in running you want to come more down into your toes versus landing on your heel, and that's for shock absorption in that situation. But in this case, it's to lengthen the leg so you can lower yourself down with your foot on the step and not be falling to that distance. So here we go. I'm going to step with my left. I'm going to focus on the right here. I'm reaching down with that toe, but see right there, I'm keeping my heel on the ground. And so if my heel is really stiff, it's going to already be putting stress and likely pain in my knee. So what I want to do here is I want to, as quickly as possible, lift my back heel, especially if I've got railings here. I can do that pretty easily. But with a little bit of practice, you can time that so that you can literally just catch yourself. You don't want to fall and catch yourself. You want to really just make it really seamless, kind of almost like you're just shifting your weight forward and almost hopping over something, but keeping contact with the stairs as you do that. So what that will do is that will lessen a lot of the stress to the knee. You'll also be articulating more through your ankle with it without it being so loaded and overly compressed, and give it an opportunity to actually naturally stretch out over time. So you should actually gain ankle mobility as you practice moving more through your ankles. And you can also practice this without stairs just by simply, almost like you're kind of hopping over without leaving the ground, catching yourself and rolling through. So I was doing it with my right leg, so I'll just switch it here. But if I'm kind of catching myself on my toes here in the front one, I'm going to roll through my toes and the ankle on my back foot. And then the key thing here too is once you catch yourself, your heel's going to come down too, so you can stabilize. But it's the back foot, the ankle with the knee bend, that you want to get familiar with and comfortable with that to not have pain on stairs.